With that, I'm going to jump straight into the product developments and enhancements for 2024. The Premier option, the new Premier increase for 2024 is 588 Rand for under 65-year-olds and 845 for over 65s. Slight increase there in premium. You will also see that we've got a new benefit, which is the new individual rates on Premier, which is 433 Rand for individuals under 65 and 591 for over 65s. The overall annual limit has increased obviously in line with the demarcation regulations and will change again in April next year. Co-payment benefit on the Premier option is subject to the OAL. Our sub-limit benefit has increased from 38,000 to 41,000 for next year. Our non-DSP benefit has had a slight increase as well to 15,500. Our trauma recovery care benefit has also had a nice increase from 3,000 to 5,000. With a maximum of 10,000 per family per annum. Then our cancer benefits, which are obviously important benefits on the Premier option. Our innovative cancer drug benefit, which is a benefit that we introduced at the beginning of this year, we've increased that as well from a 10,000 Rand benefit to 11,000 for next year. Our breast cancer reconstruction benefit has had a nice increase as well from 25,000 Rand to 27,000 Rand per lifetime claim for 2024. Our MRI CT scan cover has also had an increase up to 7,000 Rand for next year. And our trauma care cover benefit has also had a slight increase for 2024 to 2,500 Rand. For our in and out of hospital benefits, you'll see that we've added a new benefit, which is our screening cover for scopes. This is for investigative purposes. It's a new benefit that we've added, and it's limited to one claim per insured for every 5 years, maxed at 7,500 Rand per claim. Co-payment cover for scopes has had an increase as well. Our sub-limit for MRI, CT and scan cover has also increased from 38,000 to 41,000 for next year. And then two nice benefits which we've had, and we've seen a fair amount of utilization on them, is our casualty benefits for illnesses and our casualty benefits for accidents. So both of those benefits have had nice increases going into 2024. Our first diagnosis of cancer benefit, we've had some nice increases over there on stage 3 and stage 4. On stage 3, we've increased that to 25,000 Rand per payout, and on stage 4 to 30,000 Rand per payout. Our personal accident benefit, we've also increased to 32,000 Rand. Critical illness benefit, we've increased to 12,500 Rand. Our medical scheme contribution waiver, we've also increased to 6,600 Rand for next year. On the dental benefit side, our sub-limit for impacted wisdom, teeth, orthodontic and accidents and oral cancer, we've increased to 32,500 Rand. Our sub-limit and co-payment for dental implants, we've increased to 54,000 Rand. And the new benefit that we introduced at the beginning of this year, which was a basic dental cover for children, we've also had an increase on that to 4,500 Rand per family per annum for children under the age of 12 years old. Moving on to our optimal option. Our optimal option has also had a significant growth over the last year, and has also had some nice benefit increases for 2024. The premium on the optimal option has gone to 445 Rand for under 65s and 643 for over 65s. There is no individual rate on the optimal option for 2024. Our sub-limit benefit cover has increased to 31,000 Rand. Our non-DSP benefit, we've increased to 12,500 Rand. Once again, the overall annual limit has increased in line with the demarcation regulations, and obviously we're subject to change in April next year once again. With regards to the in and out of hospital benefits, there's been some nice increases in these benefits going into 2024. You'll see we've also introduced the screening cover for investigative purposes. We've added a benefit on there, capped at 6,000 Rand. And one claim per insured for every 5 years. Our innovative cancer drug benefit, as the same as the Premier option, we've also had an increase on that of up to 11,000 Rand. Our breast cancer reconstruction benefit, we've increased to 20,000 Rand. Our MRI CT scan cover, we've increased that to 6,000 Rand. Our trauma care cover benefit has an increase. A co-payment for scopes, we've had an increase. The sub-limit for MRI and CT scan cover, we've increased that to 31,000. Once again, the casualty benefits for both accidents and illnesses, where we have seen a fair amount of utilization, we've increased those benefits quite nicely as well. The personal accident cover, we've also had a nice increase there of up to 18,000 Rand, and that's obviously per person on the policy. Our critical illness benefit we've increased to 8,500, and once again, same as the premier option, our medical scheme contribution waiver, we've increased that as well to 6,600 Rand. Then on the dental benefit side, you've got the benefit for your supplement benefit for impacted wisdom teeth, orthodontic accidents and oral cancer. We've increased that to 22,000 Rand. Our supplement and co-payment for dental implants, we've increased that to 22,000. And once again, the basic dental cover for children under 12 years old has had an increase to 3,500 Rand. Moving on to the synergy option. The synergy option has had a premium increase to 380 Rand for under 65s and 532 for over 65s. Once again, the overall annual limits increased in line with the demarcation regulations. The co-payment benefits are subject to the overall annual limit. The sub-limit benefit on Synergy has had an increase to 31,000. The non-DSP benefit as well has had an increase to 9,700 Rand for next year. The MRI CT scan cover, we've increased that benefit to 5,000 Rand. And our trauma care cover benefit once again has increased as well to 2,500 Rand. Your co-payments for scopes has had a nice increase to 5,000 Rand, as well as your sublimits for MRI, CT and PT scan, we've increased that benefit to 31,000. Your casualty benefits for accidents and illnesses have also had nice increases. Accidents to 10,000 Rand and casualty benefit for illnesses to 3,500 Rand. Your personal accident benefit has had an increase to 12,000 Rand, and once again, as the same as the other options, your medical scheme contribution waiver has had a benefit increase to 6,500 Rand. When it comes to your dental benefits on the Synergy option, you'll see your sublimit for impacted wisdom teeth, orthodontic accidents and oral cancer has had an increase to 22,000 Rand. Your sublimits for co-payments for dental implants as a result of an accident and or oral cancer has had an increase to 22,000 Rand. And once again, your basic dental cover for children under 12 has an increase to 2,500. Moving on to the MedExtend option. The MedExtend option for 2024 premium is 386 for under 65s and 525 for over 65s. The overall annual limit once again increased in line with demarcation regulations. There's a casualty benefit for accidents and illnesses on the MedExtend option, which we introduced at the beginning of this year. We've increased that to 4,000 Rand. Your MRI and CT scan cover, where there's no benefit available in your medical aid, we've increased that to 5,000 Rand for next year. Your co-payment cover, once again, we've increased that to 6,000, and your medical scheme contribution waiver has increased to 6,600. When it comes to the defined benefit list on your MedExtend option, you know, there's obviously a whole host of benefits over there, from arthroscopic surgery to joint replacements. All of those benefits have had some really, really nice increases. And just to give you one or two examples, joint replacement has gone from 56,000 Rand to 60,000 Rand, and endoscopic procedures has gone from 7 to 7,500 Rand. And then once again, you've got your claim-free period over there that will add an additional value to those benefits depending on the length of period that the member hasn't claimed. Okay. Our launch option, we had a premium increase there to 164 Rand for under 65s and 285 for over 65s. We obviously the overall annual limit once again. We've also introduced a new benefit on the launch option, which is your co-payment cover, where there's a benefit now for next year of 3,500 Rand and it's limited to one claim per family per annum. The casualty benefit on the launch option is increased to 6,500 Rand, and the medical scheme contribution waiver, as per the other options, is increased to 6,600 for 2024. Moving on to travel cover. The travel cover has obviously been a really nice value add on the Turnberry product range, and we've had some really nice changes and increases on the benefits for this going into 2024. One of the benefit increases is the dental benefit increase. The dental benefit, we've increased that from 5,000 to 10,000 Rand on the standard option. So it's not part of the top-up anymore, but it's part of the standard option, and it's had a really nice increase on that. With regards to the other benefits on the top-up side of the travel cover, so if a client is interested in taking out additional cover when traveling, there's a whole host of benefits that they receive. And those benefits, obviously, you can see, and there have been significant increases on them as well. One of the new benefits that we have added onto the travel cover for 2024 is your car rental excess waiver of 5,000 Rand. So a really nice new added benefit onto that. And then obviously, as mentioned, all the other benefits have had some nice increases. The top-up rates have had a slight premium increase as well. For example, you've got the premium from 2023 of 525 Rand, it's gone to 565, and 730 Rand to 780. Okay, our group quotes. We've had a really successful year in terms of group quotes and the offerings that we've provided. We've had a really good uptake in terms of new business on the group side. There's obviously certain information that we require when it comes to offering group quotes, and the more information you can provide us, the better we can obviously come out with a really good rate. The demographics we're looking for is obviously the average age of the group, the medical aid option that they're on, the dependency ratio, and if possible, if there is a claims profile on the group, if you can provide it, we can really come out and provide you guys with some really good rates on the various options that we have available. With regards to underwriting, I think you guys will know during the course of this year that we've ran some really nice concessions from an underwriting perspective, where we've only gone and imposed waiting periods on certain conditions. For example, there would be a 12-month on musculoskeletal, there would be a 12-month on cancer, and a 12-month on gastrointestinal, and then a 10-month on pregnancy. All the other conditions, we waived the underwriting, as well as the 3-month general waiting period that we've waived as well. So we've run these concessions throughout the year. They've been very successful. And as it currently stands, we're running the same concession up until the end of December, where I'm pretty sure at the end of the year, Brian, Tony and myself will have a chat and we will look at whether we're going to run it for an extended period going into next year. Then our broker training and CPD platform. It is available on our website, and I encourage you guys to please go on to have a look at it. It's got a whole host of benefits on there, starting off with the various articles that if you go on and you read, there's a quiz that you would have to take afterwards and you can get the necessary CPD points. We have all our brochures and application forms on there. We have the product-specific training presentation on there that you guys can go on and you can have a look at. We've got various social media articles that we've done over the year, and we encourage you to go on and have a look at, and then obviously you can share that with your clients as well. We have some nice client testimonials and broker testimonials on there. And then obviously important, we also have the launch presentation on there, so you can always go back and have a look at it if there's something that you've missed. We then have our Turnberry digital application form. Cheryl and her team have done a lot of work on this over the last couple of years, and we really do encourage you to go on and have a look at it and to make use of it. Obviously nowadays, people are not necessarily in the same geographical location anymore. You might be having meetings with your clients on Teams or Zoom. Your client can then go onto it, complete the digital application form. There's no specific software that they need to downgrade in order to sign it. They can sign it, submit it, and it comes through and is loaded onto the system. The other upside of the digital application form is from a group take-on perspective. For larger groups that you might not always have access to, the members can go on, they can go and complete the digital application form online and then submit it through to Turnberry, and it will be captured accordingly, and obviously notification will be sent to both yourselves and to your clients. And then last but not least is obviously all the nice things about premium increases and benefit increases and new benefits on the different products. But at the end of the day, obviously when a client submits a claim, you want to know that it works. The clients can submit the claims via a normal claim application form, but we also have the online application that clients can use. Client goes on, they complete all the information, they attach the necessary documentation that needs to go with it, and they can submit it. Provided all the necessary documentation is there, and I'm talking about copies of the medical aid statement, the hospital account, or the doctor's account. Okay, if the client submits everything over there, claims really does work. And I know Brian spoke about it a bit earlier. We normally work on about a 7 working day turnaround from time of submission to time of claim payout. But I know we go through phases where these are done or claims are paid within 2-3 working days. If everything is there, guys, the claims really do work.